Shalom from Israel. Today is July 4th. I'm Avi Melamed, founder of Inside the Middle East Institute, or shortly ITME. Today I would like to talk shortly about Arab discussion vis-a-vis the question, who won Israel-Iran war? To the best of my impression, most of Arab analysts indeed recognize that the Iranian regime sustained a very significant blow. And in fact, many of Arab analysts have little doubts about who is the winner in this. However, there are some Arab analysts that, though they recognize those facts, they choose to emphasize other things that they believe support the argument or the perspectives that it's in Iran who wants the war. They, for example, argue that the Iranian regime showed resilience, even though it was sustaining a significant attacks, including by the United States. They indicate the fact that the Iranian regime was able to pound with ballistic missiles Israeli cities, causing significant damage and fatalities. Some even take it further and argue that because of the Iranian regime attacks on Israel, hundreds of thousands of Israelis flee from Israel or want to flee or to leave Israel. This Arab discussion is very interesting because to a large extent it is connected to the old perspectives of triumph and defeat in the Arab discussion. And one of the interesting things to notice, not only in the context of Iran-Israel war, but in the context of other conflicts, is that many times one can find narratives that are very symbolic, and they are basically being chosen by some people to be more emphasized. And one of the outcome of that is that to a large extent, they over-dominate, so to speak, in their reality. In other words, it's kind of like resulting in a difficulty to accurately read reality. Those narratives obviously answer some psychological and emotional needs. However, it's very clear that in the end of the day, you find yourself going back to square one, because many times in the Arab public realm, the repeating question is, if we won allegedly, why is it so bad? If we won, why is the facts basically standing for something different? Not less significant is that in the Arab public discussion, there are those who actually say, what lessons do we need to take from this inability to associate or dialogue with reality accurately? This is one element of the very complex Middle East. Thank you for watching.